So this is now the final of the YAC London International 2013. Sydney Halton is the top seed and needs to be beaten twice for Glen to win. Sydney needs to beat Glen just the once, so it doesn't matter too much. She gets a lot more of an opportunity now. If you really wanted to pick hairs, Steve needed to be wearing black trousers, not jeans, and he needed to display his licence.
Well, yeah. That's what yeah, like you say, his coach, he got his badge on it. It's two bowlers and they're up against each other. Just get all of them. Yeah, right team.
So we're into the third frame now. Glen's left a little baby split, the 310, and he is unfortunate, he misses that. Puts the 3-pin round the back of the 10-pin. And Sid also just takes the 3-pin out of the 310. So both players open in the third frame. Sydney is on 46 in the third, Glen on 33 in the third. Glen taking a slightly different approach now. He's up a lot quicker than when he was playing Verity. But that ball change, and he loves that ball. Comes up here. So frames 4 and 5, Glen back on track. He's switched back to the barbed wire, having fiddled around with ball choices to the end of the last game, and now he's flush in the pocket. Glen misses the headpin this time into to the left. Ball not recovering and making the pocket. Leaves the 1-3-6. And the ball seems to be going too long for him now. The ball actually is going longer down the lane than it was before. Sid opens the 6th frame as well. Both bowlers struggling a little bit at the moment. This tends to happen quite regularly at the airport with the final of the London International. The lane just seems to get away from the bowlers and either run out of room to play or shot. Better ball speed this time from Glenn, and the ball rolls nicely to the 1-2 pocket. Sydney's got 26 handicap and Glenn's got 19. So Sydney with a 7 pins advantage per game. At the moment has the advantage after 6 frames of being 92 in the 6th to Glenn's 86 in the 6th. But Glenn has just struck in the 7th frame. It's taken a very long time to get to the final at this stage. Slight delay, a little bit of gamesmanship from all players. So again, different tactics from Glenn, not taking his time, he's getting up on the approach pretty quick, eager to get on with it. Better ball speed from Glenn, but this time he just drops it inside and leaves 4-6-10. Not a good leave. Good shot from Sid, just finally hit the pocket, and that's 8 frames in with a good solid strike. Glenn going for a lot of power. He's going to bounce the pins back, but unable to do so. That's 4 opens for Glenn. We won double, so he covers off one of them, but Sid just with the 2 opens so far, and has a slight advantage. It's still pretty warm. It's about 10 to 6 now. It's still pretty warm in the centre. Quite nice if you're supporting and just watching, but if you're bowling, it's still pretty warm. So a rush shot from Glenn. He seems to get up a bit too quick. The ball goes through too quickly, and he then ends up with a 3 pin. So Sydney leaves a 10 pin. A bit flat in the pocket. Doesn't really roll enough the ball. Unable to carry. Glenn must make sure of this pin to keep himself in contention. And it's a loose shot. It's a poor shot. And, 123 in the 9th for Glenn. Maximum 153. See if Sid can capitalise. She does. Spare. Puts herself firmly in the driving seat. She's 26 up at the moment. So, Glenn gets another 3 pin. That's another 9 miss from Glenn, so from 132 from Glenn, really poor score, and he's got a lot to do for this last game, and he also has to win this next game by a considerable amount and win the next 2 afterwards as well. This game could be a bit of a non-committal final. Another flat 10 from Sid. Sid's up on the approach now for a 10 pin. And misses the pin as well. So both players open in the 10th frame with a 9 miss. So Sid does actually have a 35 pin advantage for the second game. So 35 the difference for the second game. Sid, remember, has not lost yet so far in all of our match play tournaments, and these two have actually played with each other already. Better ball shape from Glenn. It's a bit wider on the. Yeah, it's a bit wider, so much better. Sid's up, great shot, flush in the pocket, good ball shape, both players starting with a strike. So a very quick first game, just taking 10 minutes. See if he can get the ball back from there. No, just leaves a washout. Not the best shots he's put in so far. 1, 2, 4, 10 left. So Sid only making the 3, she takes the 1, 2, 4, leaving the 10 pin. Doesn't get the ball across to hit the head pin over to the 10. Oh, poor shot from Glenn. Misses 7 pin by quite a way. And both bowlers 28 in the second. Glenn, remember, needing to make up 35 pins. Shot. It's unlucky. A little bit too quick. Better part of the lane from Glenn. Gets the ball a bit wider. It was good, but it doesn't give the ball a time to roll up. Leaves the 3, 6, 7. Oh, flat 7-10 from Sid. Ball just not rolling for her at the moment. Sid making sure of 1. Both the players open in the 3rd frame as well. So Sid not losing any pins, Glenn not gaining any, and we're a bit of a stalemate. First blood will be for the first person to score a double. See whether Glenn can be that person. Not if he gets it in the grey stuff. Throws the ball too wide. It's the first one he's really missed that way. And leaves all 10 up standing. Sid can make a difference here. Pull roll, flush in a pocket, no problem. Okay. Glenn absolutely flush now. Good shot. Glenn strikes, so it's a good spare from Glenn in the 4th frame, and then a strike as well. Better shot from Sid. She kicks out the 10 pin there. Doubles frames 4 and 5. Oh. So Glenn leaves a 10 pin. He's up very quickly for the spare. Oh, his head's not in it now. He misses the 10 pin. 85 and the 6. He's still in the game, but Sydney's a bit flat, a bit light in the pocket, leaves a 7 pin. Nice and spareable. See if she can make her spare. Oh, it's inside. Again, he leaves a 379, light in the pocket, going around a head pin. So both bowlers open in the 7th as well. 20 pins of difference, there's 50 pins total at the moment. See whether Glenn can get the shot here. Cracking shot, no problem there. It's better. So 8 frames of strike. See what happens now. That's better. That was just so easy. Sid strikes as well in the 8th, so it's still leading. inside. Yeah, he just missed the shot, unfortunately. Just snatched at the bottom, and he's left the 2-4. Better from Glenn, more relaxed spare as well. 9th frame spare. Sid leaves a little baby split, 2-7. It's a bit full. The ball turns over nicely, so makes the spare. Sid going about her business quite quietly. 20 pins the lead at the moment, with 1 frame left to go. So Sid really needing something disastrous for Glenn to win. But it's a better shot again, a little bit quick. Yeah, didn't quite turn over, leaves a 3-9. Got a ball jam, Ray. One sec. Yeah, I've called it. It's gone. It's gone now. So Glenn leaving the 3-9. See if he can make the spare. Yeah, good shot. Good pick up. Sydney finishes with a strike and a 9 count in this frame. Very low final. Score's very low considering the last few games have been pretty high. Shot. Unlucky. Sid misses her spare to finish, but she won't mind too much, so it's game over. Very low scoring final. That concludes the final. Sydney Horton is the winner of this year's 2013 YAC London International. Thank you for watching. That was the final. A little bit of a anticlimax with scores being a little bit low, but still very tight nonetheless, and equally interesting.